All right, so can everybody hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, so sorry about that. I had to find the stream key on Instagram. It looks like we're live on Instagram now.
Okay, I'm going to go over to Instagram and grab that link.
Jennifer, I'm going to leave that linking stuff up to you. I cannot multitask and I cannot reach anything. And also, I can literally only see out of one eye right now.
Oh, yeah.
This eye is just blurry and it's disorienting.
Oh, my God.
All right. So I don't know if anybody can hear us or not, but I do have a couple of viewers on there. Looks like Tawn Landia. And I've got a reaction. Got the stream up, starting soon. So whenever you guys are ready.
I'm ready if we've got people in the audience.
We are broadcasting. So yes.
Excellent.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, people.
Make it ready.
You just saw behind the scenes.
There we are. And I see me and I see Pat. I see Jen. A little bit. There she is.
Hi. Sorry, I'm multitasking.
I like it. So let me start out by saying my name is Tawn Krakowski. I am an author, a narrator, and the Empress of Tawn Landia, upon which you all should be watching. You can also reach me at barnstormerpublishing.com. And Barnstormer Publishing is the whole reason that we're here for this live stream. I wanted to introduce the author of Hearts of Glass, Living in the Real World, Pat Green. Pat and I, we're from way back. We came up in the same, Chi-town suburb, and although we weren't quite in the same circles all the time, we did intersect quite a bit. His book is fantastic, and I'm going to let him go ahead and finish introducing himself.
Hi, everybody. For those that don't know me, my name is Pat Green. I've been a columnist for 21 years now. This is my third book, actually, but it's my first foray into fiction. It is truly a passion project. It's one of 4 books in a series, and it's based on a very beautiful period of time between 1988 and 1991, where I had my found family. And it deals with topics that are near and dear to my heart because I've experienced them, I survived them, and so did many of the other characters. We're going to be talking about domestic violence, sexual assault, depression, surviving abuse, and life with a disability. And all of these things sound like downers, but it's hopeful. I think we dismiss the youth a lot, and that's a mistake, because when we were young, we had to live like that. We had to live through some extreme circumstances. But before I go, yes.
I need to do a little bit of housekeeping. I don't think we are broadcasting on YouTube, and we have about 10 people waiting, messaging me that we're not broadcasting on YouTube. We're only broadcasting on Instagram right now. I don't want them to miss everything you're saying, Pat.
Hold, please.
Sorry about that. So it just says waiting.
StreamYard is coming up as live here. Here, hold on. I've got the list.
Are we streaming live on Facebook?
That I haven't looked yet.
Yeah, let me take care of YouTube first. I'm going to put the link in our private chat if I can find it, and we should be able to share that with everybody.
I'm on the link, and it just says it's waiting for you. I don't think it's actually streaming to.
Okay, so the link that I added into our private chat, is that the link that you're at?
Let's see. Let me click the one you just sent. Okay.
Oh, and there's some comments. I'm going to post a comment as well. I'm going to put that link in the comments. Oh, we got yes on Facebook.
Stand by.
Yay.
Let me send the updated link.
Hi, Angela. How are you? And hi, Kimberly. I'm seeing all kinds of people here.
Okay.
How are we doing on
Stand by.
YouTube?
Please
I'm
stand
sending
by.
the new link.
Is the new link working?
It is, yes, it is working.
Okay,
The
I
old link
can't
you
see and I
sent is
can't touch anything,
not
so
working.
I'm just
Let me delete
existing.
that one out of here. I have like 5 different places to send this link. Stand by.
Yay, no, I love it, I love it, I love it. While you're doing that, I am working on the StreamYard giveaway for the end of the stream. We're going to have giveaways of audiobooks. I'm also going to be giving away the bogus copy of Hearts of Glass that, due to an error on my part, is completely out of order. However, I have fixed it for you and written bogus edition at the top, and I have signed it to show you that, I own up to my mistakes. But you could get a free copy of the bonus.
I
the
should
bogus
write a
edition.
5th book that's a choose your own 80s adventure.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Oh my God.
I love that.
1, go to the mall. 2, smoke weed behind 7-Eleven.
Okay, I think we're good.
Hi, Douglas. Douglas says that he's showing up on YouTube. Excellent. Excellent. Just so you guys know, every comment goes into our drawing, our giveaway at the end.
Ooh, even mine? Yay.
Yay. Yes, even yours. I kind of introduced Pat. I kind of
Okay, let's do a quick
interrupted
take
Pat
2.
there. So
Take 2.
take 2. So Empress Tawn, you guys all know me, so whatever. Next we have Pat Green, the author of Hearts of Glass, Living in the Real World.
Hi, my name is Pat Green. I have been a columnist for 21 years. This book, Hearts of Glass, Living in the Real World, is my 3rd book, but my first foray into fiction. It is based on a beautiful time period of my life between 1988 and roughly 1990, 1991. The people are based off of real people that I knew and know in some cases and loved and love. It's really about found family and how we need that found family to be able to get through the hellish parts of our lives. And I hope the people who are tuning in enjoy it. I hope that they explore the book. I want to give a quick shout out. I was on this morning, the Like Whatever Gen X podcast. They're wherever podcasts are found. Heather and Nicole are amazing people. They do an amazing podcast. It was an honor to be there, and they drew stuff out of me I never, ever thought I would ever say. So huge shout out to them and a huge thank you. That's all I got about me. Jen.
I'm Jennifer Lanham. I narrate this book. I'm a voice actor, mostly have been doing corporate narration. I've only recently started into narrating audiobooks, but I love audiobooks. I've been an audiobook listener many, 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 many years, back when they were on million cassettes that you had to lug around, and then CDs that you had to lug around. So streaming audiobooks is much easier. But yeah, not much more to tell, I guess.
Well, I think probably now would be a great time for us to kind of share a few of those clips of your work, which is fantastic, by the way. So we're just going to go to a new scene. We're going to bring up clip number 1.
Ford positioned himself where everyone could see him, deciding to try what he had seen Linda do. He spoke and signed at the same time, slowly and a bit clumsily, but he managed to get through it. This is Jenny. While I check the lights, introduce yourselves to her and share your favorite ice cream flavor. She can read lips and has hearing aids, so just speak normally. Ford looked around the studio, trying to come up with a plan B. He heard them talking in the background. My name is Brooke, and I like strawberry ice cream. Ford, with his back to them, continued staring at the studio, hoping for an idea to jump out at him. I'm Deanna, and I'm a chocolate girl. Ford glanced back at the models behind him, then turned to the spot where he'd be standing. An idea was starting to form. With an accent, the mystery girl spoke.
I am Tatiana, but you can call me Tati. I love Neapolitan ice cream.
Ford wondered what that accent was. Russian? Polish? He didn't know. He looked back at the girls and then at the studio backdrop. An idea was forming. I'm Jenny. I love Rocky Road. He turned at this point and approached the ladies. Ford walked over to Jenny and signed, I have an idea. She smiled. He spoke to everyone else. Nora, Lisa, you get Jenny's hair and makeup and first session outfit. I need to talk to the models. Ford positioned him. Jenny and the girls went out as soon as you left, Nora said. They were having a great time, and they're all looking forward to next week. I just hope this is good enough. Ford nudged the portfolio a few inches toward her. As she unzipped it, he placed an elbow on the glass counter and rubbed his eyes. He was so tired his head throbbed. He desperately needed a coffee. He could hear Nora carefully sliding out the 8x10s from his portfolio, her silence making his heart pound. God damn it, she exclaimed. Ford's eyes squeezed shut. Were they really that horrible? Had he ruined everything? What's wrong? He mumbled, pressing his thumb and forefinger against the bridge of his nose and rubbing his tired eyes. These pictures, she trailed off. Ford's heart pounded, dreading her next words.
Wow, that was
We don't
pretty
get
awesome.
to know.
That was pretty awesome, but they're left on a cliffhanger.
To find out what happens next, purchase the book. Click
There
buy
we
now.
go. Like and follow, baby. And like and subscribe.
That too.
Yeah, there you go. Well,
So who's ready for a treat?
yeah, I'm ready
Me.
for a treat.
All right. One of the major settings in this story is at Orange Julius, because one of the major characters, Cassie, works at the Orange Julius. Now, it has taken me years to perfect it. So we're going to teach you how to make an Orange Julius. Below the camera, I have a blender. The first thing you do is you start with orange juice concentrate, the frozen stuff, in the tube, and you just put that into the blender. Now,
This is the Orange Foolius, by the way.
This is the Orange Foolius, similar to what you get at Orange Julius. Thank you, legal people. All right, now, after that, because this is not a healthy drink, you're going to want half a cup of sugar to dissolve your teeth. You don't need them anyway. And if you're diabetic, you know what? Life is short. Enjoy it. Now, we're not using skim milk. We are totally not using skim milk. That stuff didn't exist in the 80s. It was watercolored milk. We've got whole milk here. It's 1.5 cups. So we're just going to pour that right into the blender. I should have my own Cooking Network show.
You should.
Now, we need to bring it into some spice here. So we take some vanilla and we put the vanilla in there. We're just putting a teaspoon in. And then the final one. Now, when you worked at an Orange Julius, they had a little flavor packet. And that flavor packet contained this proprietary ingredient that they hid from the world. And they would sue your ass if you were ever to reveal it, discover it, whatever. Well, Dairy Queen, suck it. I found meringue powder. That's what they were using the entire time. So you're going to take that meringue powder and you're going to take a heaping teaspoon, and that's going to give it that frothy texture and that other little additional secret ingredient that's going to give it its zest. Then, now that we have risked lawsuits with their proprietary ingredient that you can buy at the Jewel, we're going to take some ice, about a cup and a half, and we're just going to put that into the blender as well. And then, oh my God, I hope I don't blow a fuse. I do not know if this is a good or safe idea. but we're going to take the lid and you're going to want to put that on tight. Now, for anybody who's ever forgotten to put the lid on tight, that is a mistake that you will never, ever repeat again. And this is on a folding card table. My God, what the hell am I doing?
As a former owner of a Maui Wowie Hawaiian coffee and smoothie franchise, yes, you make that mistake exactly once. Never again.
I am having a bitch of a time getting the cover on. Forgive my language. Okay, now we're ready.
I know there's a beeping in here somewhere, but maybe not. I don't know.
And if I go dark, it's because I did not plan well. I'm still here.
Yay!
While he's spinning, people are reporting that they cannot type in the chat on your YouTube channel. I don't know why that would be, but I don't know if you have it on subscribers only or something.
You know what? Actually, that's a very good point. So I have a problem with Facebook in that StreamYard doesn't get access to the names. It just gets access to like your comment for the drawing. So you'll need to either grant access at streamyard.com/Facebook so that the giveaway tool works and it can collect the comments, with your name with the comments. But the comments, I do have others showing up on Facebook as well as YouTube.
I mean, I'm typing on YouTube and I see Douglas's, but I don't see anyone else. And I'm getting a message behind the scenes saying they can't. They're watching
YouTube, you mean, or Facebook?
YouTube.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't know what
we have no idea what we're doing, which is why we're going to have an Orange Julius while we figure it out. Now,
Orange
look at that
Julius.
frothy goodness. And if you pay close attention, this is a vintage. Oh my God, that's a diabetic coma happening right now. Also, if you do take this and you are a diabetic like me, don't check your glucose levels for probably a day and a half.
Yep, day and a half. Very nice. It looks delicious.
And thank you for joining my cooking segment. Remember, meringue powder, don't tell Dairy Queen. And if you do tell Dairy Queen, you never met me. You don't know me.
Well, now that you've had your sugar rush, are we interested in doing a live reading now, or? And I'm wondering I'm also wondering if the issue that we're having with YouTube, I'm wondering if they need to be subscribers in order to
That's
comment.
what I was wondering as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so here Douglas says, I click subscribe before opening the video. So that very well could be it. And I know that I'm getting YouTube comments from him.
Okay, so if you want to comment, you unfortunately have to subscribe. If you don't like that evil hook that we did in capitalism, just unsubscribe.
Here, like and subscribe. I'll put the banner up.
If you want to talk to us, if you want to get stuff, you got to subscribe. But then afterwards, you can leave us. It's all good.
That's true. That's true. Let me get us hooked up for our live reading here. I've got everybody, and then I'm going to put on the screen the script so that everybody can kind of see what we're going to be reading.
I can only see out of one eye right now, so this will be interesting.
Well, and I have my book here, so I need some water before I start. Lord knows.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. All right. I do see a comment here. I'm just going to see. Oh. All right. John
Tell
says,
me it's not Dairy Queen.
And I'm here.
Okay. John, you don't work at Dairy Queen, right?
Nope, I don't think so.
Okay, those bastards.
All right. So, are we ready? I think I'm ready.
Hold on one moment. I'm almost ready.
Yay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, I've got brain freeze. Okay, we're good.
Excellent. As Ford made his way through the main corridor of the mall, the bright neon storefronts flashed their sails in bold, enticing fonts.
I
The
forgot to
hum of-
say something. Sorry. I wanted to say before we started
Oh,
that
yes.
Tawn is going to narrate. I'm going to be Cassie. Pat is going to be Ford. And then I am also going to be Doug. Okay, go
Very
ahead.
nice.
Sorry. Just wanted to put that out there.
Oh, hey, we've got David says that I can comment, haven't subbed yet.
Yeah,
Well,
I think we
I
have
hope
a
that
person
you
that's
do,
just
David.
unable, for some reason, unable. What's that?
No, I was telling David,
Oh.
I hope you do subscribe.
I think he was just testing to see if he could comment without subscribing.
That could be. That could be. Here, wait. We'll hit like and subscribe.
That's my husband, so I will ask him later.
I respect
Oh,
this
I
rebel
see.
spirit. All right,
Okay.
we ready?
Sorry, from the
All
top,
right.
Tawn. My
Stand by.
apologies.
I've got the comments back on. We got that already. All right. I think I'm ready already. As Ford made his way through the main corridor of the mall, the bright neon storefronts flashed their sails in bold, enticing fonts. The hum of conversation mingled with the faint clatter of arcade games echoing from the food court below. Every corner seemed alive with possibility, and for a moment Ford felt a thrill. Each shop was a small, unexplored world, and today he had both time and cash to indulge. Lost in his thoughts, he didn't notice the figure barreling toward him until it was too late. A sudden jolt from behind sent him stumbling forward, his Marshall Fields bag slipping from his hand. The glossy polo box skittered across the polished floor.
Shit!
A voice exclaimed. Ford turned, blinking in surprise, and found himself face to face with a girl about his age. She crouched quickly, scooping up the falling cologne box, and stood, holding it out to him with a smile. Her short blonde hair curled slightly around her face, and her electric blue eyeliner made her bright blue eyes pop. She wore a yellow CBGB's tee tucked into a leather miniskirt, her wrists adorned with spiked bracelets. The look was effortlessly cool, undeniably punk, and breathtaking to Ford.
Sorry about that.
She said, handing the box back to him.
Didn't see you there. Polo, huh?
Ford's heart raced as he managed to nod. Words formed on his tongue, but refused to escape.
Careful with that stuff.
She added with a smirk.
Total panty dropper.
Sorry about that. I lost my place because I changed the screen.
She winked, her teasing
There
tone
we
making
go.
Ford's cheek burn. Clutching the bag, he finally managed a sheepish laugh. Thanks.
I
She
got it
gave
here.
him what? Okay.
I got it. I got it. She gave him one last grin before stepping back.
Come by Orange Julius sometime.
She said over her shoulder.
I'll hook you up with the employee discount.
She was already walking away when she called.
Oh, and nice outfit. Very Miami Vice.
Ford stood rooted to the spot, watching her disappear into the crowd. He wanted to call after her, maybe say something clever, but his tongue betrayed him. With a sigh, he turned and noticed the Record Town entrance nearby. He needed a distraction, and music always worked. Stepping inside, he was greeted by the soothing scent of vinyl and the vibrant hum of conversation. A guy in his early 20s with long brown hair and a blue muscle tee nodded at him from behind the counter.
Hey, dude, you okay? I saw Cassie bump you.
Ford frowned slightly.
Cassie.
Blonde, CBGB shirt. Blonde, CBGB shirt. Always in a rush.
The guy said with a grin.
Yeah, that's Cassie. Sorry about her. She's always on Cassie time, which is 5 minutes late for everything. I'm Doug. Let me know if you need anything.
Ford nodded, his thoughts still lingering on Cassie.
Thanks.
He muttered, turning his attention to the rows of records. The rock section drew him like a magnet. Thumbing through the racks, he spotted a Blondie album and paused, a small smile tugging at his lips. Parallel Lines and Eat to the Beat were soon tucked under his arm, alongside Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me by The Cure and Unknown Passions by Joy Division. Ford wasn't sure what compelled him to pick Blondie first, but he couldn't help thinking about Cassie as he carried his stack to the register. She had a Debbie Harry vibe about her. Doug rang him up with a nod of approval.
Nice taste, man. Keeping the classics alive.
Ford smiled.
Thanks. Yeah, I guess I just like real music that speaks to me.
Real music, huh?
Doug said with a grin.
You're speaking my language. Come by any time, dude. We've always got good stuff. And if we don't have it, I can get it.
Score! Yay, we got through it! That was fun.
So much fun.
Yeah. Can take the script down too. So that was
It's a good thing audiobooks are recorded so we can just get rid of the mistakes.
right. That happens all the time to me. I think I feel like I need to do like an outtakes, of all the fun stuff.
There's a lot of shit. Fuck.
Yeah,
Shit.
exactly.
Oh,
Damn it.
God.
Or just tripping over my tongue because I can't make all kinds of crazy stuff. But I think it's time for some fun. We want to do some trivia.
Trivia. Woo.
All right, now, can everybody hear me? Smile if you can hear me. The two other ladies that are with me on this. Okay, great.
There we go.
How
I
much
just had you
time?
on it.
We can do that in a moment. How much time are we going to give before the next question? We got to give people some rules here. How
Gotta
much
be-
time after I
Okay.
ask the question? 10 seconds, 30 seconds because we've got a lag?
There is a lag.
Sure. 30 seconds, I guess. Or we can see how long it takes, everybody.
Okay, well, Ford's Gold Seiko is going to be on my wrist and I can't see it because I can't see hardly anything. So I'm going to need somebody to tell
we
me
need
when it's time
30
for the next
seconds?
question.
I have
Yep.
I don't know if you can
Excellent.
see this.
All right, now all of these
Oh, that's
trivia
30 minutes. Hold on. That's not going to work.
while they figure this out, all of these
I don't have a 30
questions
seconds.
are trivia questions based off of the book. So, but they all deal with the 80s. There's going to be a contest. Tawn or Jennifer are going to be tabulating, and we hope that it's fair and not rigged. I don't know. Okay, so are we ready for question one, Jen?
Hold on. I'm getting my timer set here.
This is
30
why you need
seconds, not 30 minutes. 30 seconds.
And just so
30
that
seconds
everybody
on the clock.
knows, there are prizes for this trivia. So the winner who gets the most correct answers wins a triple play, which will be a signed book by Pat, as well as an audiobook and an ebook. All right. Second place, we're going to give out. Second place is an audiobook. Third place, you get a bogus edition.
Okay, are we ready? I button my jacket. I'm a game show host now.
Ready.
Ford's Boombox plays One Way or Another by
I've got it up on the screen there too if you want to see it. One Way or Another by blank plays from Ford's Boombox in the story. I'm checking out the comments here, and just comment below if you know it.
10 seconds.
Now I got that song in my head and I want to sing it.
Sing away.
One way or another. Okay. I see
All right.
Kimberly Talia right there.
Question number 2. Thank you,
Excellent.
Kimberly. What once iconic bookstore in every shopping mall is now defunct?
Name the popular mall bookstore that is now defunct.
We do have a response from Shblue Tawn as well.
Yes,
Can
and
you
Jennifer
see that?
Strand as well.
Okay.
So, let's see. I'm going to add those to. So we got an answer from John. He says P. Dalton.
You know what? We'll accept B. Dalton because I was thinking Walden Books, but we'll work with B. Dalton. I'm assuming the time was up before she gave it.
Kimberly Talia also gave Walden Books. So
okay, now Tawn, reminder, no giving away the responses until after the timer clicks. Thank you.
Oh, all right. Okay.
All right.
Good
Now,
point.
Can we check in and see, is this a long enough time for everyone? Might take a minute for them to respond. Hold on.
I've got correct answers, just so that you know, from John Benton, Kimberly Talia, Dawn Dresch, and Jennifer Strand. So all of you can
for the second question, right?
For the second question, correct.
Are we ready for question number 3?
Question number 3.
Cassie gives Ford a choice between 2 movies that released in the summer of 1988. One is an action film starring Bruce Willis, and the other is a Corey Haim, Corey Feldman teen comedy. Name them both.
Ooh.
Oh, name them both.
Timer has started.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey, yeah, actually, I can put some music in here. How about some rock? All right.
Fine by me.
Yeah, I love it. And
we need some music.
All right, so I have a partial. I have another partial. So is this worth 2 points because it's
nah, this one I'm going to be difficult on. It's an all or nothing. Anybody can figure out Die Hard. It takes a true 80s genius to be able to have seen the movie License to Drive.
All right. So we have the only one then.
Like Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo, it is an underrated classic.
We have one winner of that one. We have several people that got one of them.
Shblue also got.
And then, yeah. John.
I think there's a delay on YouTube.
So did this one. So we have two people that got the point on that.
I need to know who the badasses are that have seen that movie.
John
we
Benton.
got this one. And then we also have this one.
Awesome. Little quick personal trivia about that. A friend of mine from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, when her and her boyfriend went and saw the film, they were just like, "You've so got to see this movie. You are just like Corey Haim." And I'm just like, no, I want to be John Cusack and say anything. But anyway, I digress. All right. Cassie's favorite song, "Oh Bondage, Up Yours," was by what British punk band led by Polystyrene? Rest in peace.
Shblue, if you don't get this one, I will be really disappointed in you.
All right. I've got to go through here and figure out how many points everybody has. You guys need to remember your points.
You calculate the points at the end, Tawn. Shh.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but we can do that too. It looks like I've got 2 winners here so far. I don't know how much time we have left.
6 seconds.
Three correct answers.
Nice. X-ray specs was amazing.
Here you go.
All right.
Jen, if that helps you out.
Yes.
Next question. This is a gimme. What iconic chain found in malls in the 80s was known for its frothy fruit drinks and smoothies?
Maui Wowie. Oh, wait. That's not the right answer. That was weed, I think, back in the day.
Oh, I forgot to start the timer. Not that anybody needs a timer for this one.
Oh, we have one winner so far. There we go. There's another one. There's another one. I love it. There's another winner.
Time's up.
Time's up. Time's up. We got some winners in there.
Woo!
Woohoo! Here, we'll put the light and follow.
All right. Next question. And this one you got to dig deep. What influential post-punk band released the compilation album Substance 1977 to 1980, a copy of which appears in the book?
Oh, do we start the timer?
Oh, shoot. Thanks. Thanks for the reminder. It's okay. They need a little extra time on this one.
This one's a toughie. Oh, yeah, I think we have a winner.
Just don't walk away. The winner will understand what I just did there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got a couple people that know the answer. You guys are all like 80s geeks, man. Just saying. It's totally rad.
We're all old. Time's up.
I got a couple. Oh, there's another one. There we go. We got a couple more. This is going to be tough. We got a lot of people getting the answers here.
Now, this one, before I ask the question, I need to make sure and clarify that I double checked that this answer is not just local, but it is known nationwide by music historians and aficionados.
Okay.
In the book, I give a nod to an iconic DJ and radio station. Over the radio, a voice says, "This is Terry Hemmert, and you are listening to blank FM." We will accept the letters or the station name.
Oh, here we go. Oh, we got another winner there.
Fun fact. While I was narrating the audiobook, when I came across Terry Hemmert, I didn't know who she was because I'm not from the area there. And I took the time to look her up to see how she spoke. And I didn't imitate her, but I just wanted to get a feel for like who she was. She seems like a really cool person. I think she's just recently retired. Is that right?
She's been retired for a while, and she has her own podcast. I call it church. I listen to it every Sunday, and it is her wealth of knowledge about the Beatles specifically is just like huge. And I love what she brings to the table in life, in history, and WXRT to this day has now named their studios the Terry Hemmert Studios. She is an icon that should be as recognized, and by many music aficionados is as recognized as Wolfman Jack and many other famous DJs, because she drove the industry forward.
Very nice.
Well, thank you for introducing me to her.
Mhm.
And everyone
You're-
else.
you're
If
welcome.
who hasn't.
So,
Maybe everybody
Kimberly-
knows who she is.
I do have to put Kimberly's comment up there, even though
I was there, man.
exactly. Heck yeah.
All right. Next question. And this one is kind of an open forum. Name 3 defunct record store chains that used to be in most malls.
There we go. Do, 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 do.
I need some music, Tawn. Put the music back on.
I need to put some good music on there, right? Yeah, let's see. Comments. I got some rock. That's the only one that's interesting. All the rest is like it's really crummy. And I didn't have any time to put some good music on there. But the rock
All
is
right,
not
time's
bad.
up.
All right.
I'm curious as to what some of the answers were. I need to hear them.
I see
I'm
0
not-
answers.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any.
Oh, there's one. There's one.
Oh, wait. All right. So I'm pretty sure this one. Can I show it up on the thing?
Yeah.
Time's up. So yeah.
All right. Time's up.
Record Town, Sam Goody, Music Land. Love those choices.
Yeah, that's actually the same thing that Jennifer had.
Nice.
We got a couple different ones.
FYE, interesting story about that. If you are in a mall, and there are still malls out there, and you walk by an FYE, that likely used to be a Record Town because they bought out the Record Town chain and they made them off FYEs, and FYEs are still alive and well today. So when I go to the Fox Valley Mall and write the book, I'm sitting at the food court looking at the FYE that used to be the Record Town, and I'm looking at Panda Express, which used to be Orange Julius.
Ah,
Hmm.
very cool.
Now, here's the fun question.
There you go.
This is what did it say?
I'm Canadian, so I have no idea.
Oh, well,
We could definitely work that out.
could have entered Canadian stores. I would have accepted the answer because I don't know if you're making it up. All right. Ford scores tickets. Ford scores tickets to see which Icelandic alternative band fronted by a young Bjork at Chicago's Metro.
Ooh. Chicago Metro. Okay, so we're just gonna go back for some rock.
Yes.
Everybody's like, what are you doing, crazy woman? Well, see, I can't quite remember this one. Oh, we've got a couple answers here. Nice. There we go. All right. Music is killing me.
And the answer is the Sugar Cubes. Now,
Very
I
nice.
saw that concert, and while I've been on the book tour, I have sometimes worn my 1988 concert t-shirt.
Very
Because
nice.
with concert shirts, if you fold them inside out and hand wash them, they last forever. All right.
Did you get your tallies, Tawn?
I did. I've got quite a few.
Okay.
A
How
lot
many
of Sugar
questions are
Cubes
left?
fans.
How many questions are left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think.
Ooh,
6.
okay. All right.
All right.
Bring them on.
Bring 'em on.
This is a gimme. What 24-hour diner chain that Jenny and Ford meet in twice was famous for their Grand Slam breakfast?
Bum, bum. Dun, dun. I know this one.
Me too.
But
Spent many a night there
Yeah,
after the bars
mostly
closed.
after mostly after plays and stuff, drama, theater stuff. There we go. There's some more music.
After the music venue.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, John.
Everybody knows. How much time we got left? Because I really want to put John's comment up there.
Time's up.
All right. So here we go. There's the answer.
You don't go to Denny's, you end up at Denny's. Yes. All right. Next question. In one scene, Ford's car blasts a rock anthem about holding on to what we've got. What song is playing?
Very nice. All right.
All about the wording.
I gotta get some new music for this. It's killing me.
There's worse.
Yeah, that is
It's not
true.
that
That is very true. Very true. Oh, we got an answer. I'm seeing some clear winners going on here. There's another one. Another correct answer. Is that the end of the time there? Time's up. We got, let's see. One,
And it is Living on a Prayer.
4, yeah. Excellent.
All right. Next question. The story is set around the Chicago area mall. Which legendary Chicago department store, known worldwide for its mints, was bought out by Macy's and is central to the novel?
That's pretty cool.
And the only reason why I included this one is because their Frango mints are known worldwide.
Very nice. This is from the last question. I love that. All right, we got an answer. Looking good.
Time's up.
Time's up. All right. We got a couple good ones. Let's turn that off. Heck yeah.
All right. Next question. When Ford is asked to pick a birthday movie, Ford jokingly suggests this Disney classic that was originally released in 1942, but re-released in major theaters everywhere in 1988.
Very nice. All right. Start our time.
Yeah, I'm going to go smell a flower now. And then go thumpy. Sorry, I'm a dad. I love to give hints.
Just so you know, when and I know the answer to this movie, this question, but when I saw it that year, my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time, gave me the X-rated version of that, in that he was adding in commentary from the characters. I'm like,
Time's up.
Right. Time's up.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
All
We
right.
got one at the right under the wire. We got one.
It was Bambi.
Good ones. Nice.
All right. There's one person here who, if she doesn't get it, I'm going to be sorely disappointed. Next question. The chapter, New Moon on Monday, referenced a 1984 song by which British new wave band?
All right. Let's see. What kind of crazy stuff were we doing in 1984?
We were doing the safety dance.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, we were.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah. Let me see here. I'm going to see if I've got some fun pictures to show up here while I'm keeping up.
I'm done.
There's me.
Aww.
Back in the 80s. Heck
Cute.
yeah. All right, now I don't know how to take it off. There we go.
It's just going to be up there the rest of the time.
Yeah, really. How's our time?
Time's up. I guess you can't hear the alarm, but yes,
We've
time's
got
up.
we've got 2 more questions. That one was
You're gonna
Duran
give the-
Duran.
Okay.
Yeah, and we got 4 winners. There we
Nice.
go. Very nice. Very nice.
All right, now there's 2 questions left. Next question. Which all-female band had a Prince-penned 1986 hit about the worst day of the week?
This is awesome. Okay.
God, all the sugar is making me manic.
There's nothing wrong with that. Let's see what else I have in my little thing here. Oh, this is a good one. I like this one. We're gonna add this one in there. Oh wait, it's not coming up.
Time is up.
Time is up. Okay.
All right, last.
yeah.
That one is the Bengals
Yeah.
and their official biography. Great book. Okay, now last question. Not from the book, but book adjacent. What pop poster artist was made famous by Duran Duran's cover for their breakout album, Rio?
All right. As we're goofing that off there, I'm going to see if I can pull up another image. I've got this one. Patrick. And that's a far cry. Let me see if I can remove that. That's a far cry from this image of Patrick that I have here.
Time's up.
Time's up. Look how cool you look. I love it.
Yeah, but in that last picture, I had a chiseled jaw.
Those days are over.
All right. So we have 2 winners there, I believe. If that is correct.
Patrick Nagel. Yes, it is.
There we go.
The man
Very
who loved
nice.
women. I have 2 Nagel prints in my condo. One I got in a trade, and it's a legit original. Long story short, I was doing a photo shoot in West Loop for somebody that owned a art studio, and I looked at the Nagel, and I'm like, she was trying to haggle me on the price. I'm like, I'll do it for the Nagel. And she goes, no, the Nagel's worth more than the shoot. I'm like, how long has it been sitting there for sale? She goes, 8 months. I'm like, I'll do it for the Nagel. So I got to take it home.
Very cool.
And it's sushi.
So, very
Tawn,
nice.
I'm going to put a picture in the shared folder. Is it too late for that?
No.
Okay, I'll put one in there while you're going on to the next thing.
I can do that. So I have quite a few people that answered that correctly. I haven't been keeping track of who answered how many correctly. So I'm thinking that how are we going to be doing the winners?
I thought you were keeping a tally.
No, when I started taking notes, you told me not to worry about it.
I do not recall saying that, Senator.
As I'm going through, I'm seeing one person that clearly had the most correct answers. I don't think that he got any of them wrong. And that would be John.
Okay. And we should have a clear second. I'm thinking it might be Kimberly if I was paying attention.
I'm
or
thinking
Shblue.
so too.
Might be Shblue.
Too. We're gonna
Do
put
we give
Jen
Shblue
on
and
it.
Kimberly a tie?
We can do that.
All right. Good God. Thank God this is not a real game show. People go to jail for
Yeah.
this kind of shit.
All right. So,
Um,
how are we gonna get those two there? So, I'm going to contact John and Kimberly and
Shblue.
you've
Shblue.
got Shblue, right?
I
Jennifer?
can force him to give me his information if he wants the stuff. Yeah.
There we go. There you go. We will contact you after this for your email addresses, your address information, so that we can get, for John, we've got the triple play for you. There's an audiobook, an ebook, as well as a signed paperback. Kimberly and Shblue, you both get audiobook download. And then who do we have for third place? I'm thinking we might have had, is it Jennifer? You know what? I think Jennifer and Dawn, I'd like to send you both a bogus copy. Yeah? So
All right.
Jennifer and Dawn, we'll get back with you after the show so that we can get your information for the bogus copy. All right? And while we're doing that, let's do one more clip. Sounds good? Let's pull this up. We've got this.
Ford jolted awake to the sound of a door slamming so hard it rattled the walls, followed by a sharp, piercing yell. "What the fuck?" He wasn't sure if it was the noise or the couch's violent jolt that made his heart jump. Before he could piece it together, Cassie's elbow jabbed dangerously close to his stomach as she scrambled off him, her movements frantic and clumsy. Blinking hard to clear the haze of sleep, Ford leaned over the couch's arm to see what had caused the commotion. There, standing by the door, was a woman, wearing green scrubs and spotless white sneakers. Her hospital badge, clipped to her chest, displayed the name Emily in bold print. Her face, pale, worn, and lined with crow's feet, was tight with exhaustion, framed by a sharp bob haircut streaked with gray roots. And those blue eyes, burning with anger, locked onto him like a missile. They were a dead ringer for Cassie's. Cassie had retreated behind the couch, her whole stance radiating awkward guilt. "Aunt Em," she started, her voice pitching between a nervous explanation and a desperate plea. She extended her hands in a small, appeasing gesture. "I can explain. This isn't what it looks like." Ford felt her words hang in the air like a challenge. He glanced back at the woman, now glaring daggers at him. Her eyes flicked briefly to his bare chest before darting back to Cassie. "It looks like there's a naked man on my couch, Cat," she spat. Ford, painfully aware of his topless state, froze. How long had he been asleep? The thought crossed his mind to check his gold Seiko, but now didn't seem like the time. "He's not naked," Cassie shot back, her tone sharp with defense. "Did he show up without a shirt?" Aunt Em demanded, crossing her arms. "No, his clothes are upstairs," Cassie admitted, immediately wincing as if realizing the mistake in her words. "Jesus, Cat!" Aunt Em exploded. "It's not like that, Aunt Em," Cassie countered, her voice rising with frustration. Ford decided this was the moment to step in. "It was rain," he started, but Aunt Em cut him off before he could finish. "You're not talking, you're walking, Buster." She punctuated her words with a pointed red fingernail aimed at him like a weapon. Ford flinched instinctively, caught between wanting to defend himself and wanting to disappear. "Don't yell at him," Cassie snapped, crossing her arms defiantly. Who the hell is he, Cat? Aunt Em barked, her voice cutting like a whip. Cassie hesitated, her thin lips pressing into a tight line as her gaze darted between Ford and her aunt. Her blue eyes lingered on Ford for a beat longer, and he held his breath, waiting for her response. Ford.
That was nice. Very nice.
I
Oh.
smiled throughout that
Oh.
entire one. I smiled through that entire one. And the reason for that, Jen, is that was one of the chapters where I wrote pretty much what happened to me once. And the way you voice it, it takes me back even differently than when I wrote the words. Hearing it narrated, I'm like, oh shit, I'm that scared 18-year-old on a couch that didn't get a word in edgewise. Because this angry ER nurse was going to rip me to shreds.
Yep.
Oh,
Should have kept your shirt on.
there you go. That's good for everybody. I am going to share my screen, and we're going to do a couple of drawings here for the giveaways. So I'm just going to click it here
Yay.
and see what comes up. All right, we got an audiobook going out to Douglas. Very nice. We will contact you to get your information for that. And then let's do another one. And Tawn, nice.
I'm like, whew.
Yeah, very cool. So what do you think? Do we want to do one more, or
Sure.
what the heck? We got some audiobooks to give out. We might as well give out some.
I get to stretch. Okay.
Nice. Hey, I get one. I already got one. Let's try again.
You can't eliminate people from this, huh?
I know. Well, no, I don't think it gives me that option. All right.
He already got one, though.
Oh,
He already got an audiobook.
Well, heck,
You get an
let's try it
audiobook.
again.
You get an audiobook. You get.
Everybody gets an audiobook. Heck yeah.
There we
Yay.
go.
Oh, and perfect, because Jennifer got a bogus book. So excellent.
Excellent. Party time. Another icon from
Excellent.
Aurora.
All right. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And we're just going to go with what's next for everybody.
I thought we were doing Q&A before we did what's next.
I was gonna do Q&A, but it's already over an hour and I haven't eaten yet. It's bad. So I'm thinking maybe we can kind of, see if
While we're talking, all right. Do we have any questions? Does anybody want to ask a question? Because you are why we exist.
Truth. So while we're waiting for questions, what's next? What do you mean by that? What is what's next? Are you talking about what?
So what's next? What's next for you, Jennifer? Do you have some projects on the horizon? Some stuff?
Nothing I can talk about.
Nothing you can talk about?
Except, well, I don't know. Can I talk about?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I'm not asking you though.
Oh, yeah. In my opinion, you have my blessing. Absolutely. Because I'm going to talk about that next.
Okay, you go ahead and talk about it, and then everyone will know one thing.
First, I want to respond. I want to respond to Jennifer Strand's question. Pat, how are you feeling today? I'm in a lot of pain. For those who don't follow me on Facebook, I ended up going a little bit. I ended up going to urgent care, and I left work early because my eye swelled up to the point where it was almost closed. It turns out I've got a sty. I've never had a sty. I didn't know what one was. I got an education today, and mine is very acute. So I was given I was given antibiotics, I was given eye drops, and I was given steroids, and I have to put a hot compress, and it literally hurts to blink, and it has been a miserable afternoon. I'm enjoying the rush of everybody that is here. So thank you for asking me that question. All right,
There's
what's
another
next?
question.
Oh, what is it?
There you go. How long was this bouncing around in your head before it became an actual book?
Okay, that
John Benton.
John, that is an amazing question. There's actually an answer for this. This is a period of my life that I haven't thought about in a long time, because it was this beautiful short thing that was existing between two horrible periods of my life. One being childhood abuse and religious trauma, and then I had this beautiful moment, and then I went right back into the religious trauma, because they do the best gaslighting and grooming job out of anybody in the nation. And yes, I said that. But anyway, in 2023, I started writing this thing called Gen X Watch, and it's a news but also blog where we talk about nostalgia. And I started writing about people that I used to know that were women that inspired me, that made a difference in my life. And I didn't expect to start writing about the person Cassie is based off of, and the person Jenny is based off of, and the person Nora is based off of. And when I did, other women who are my age connected with them beautifully. And something very cathartic in me was happening. And I started having discussions with these women that I haven't talked to in over 20 years. And our friendships almost picked up where we left off. And so June of last year, I was like, I got to make this a book. If I make it a memoir, nobody's going to give a shit. But if I can make this a coming of age story, people will relate to it, because it's not me. It's not Kathy. It's not any of these people. Ford, Cassie, Jenny, Doug, Nora. These people represent all of us, and they represent some of the younger people that are identifying with this story. So it was June of last year. So about 12 months ago was when it came into my head that, yeah, this should happen. And I started drawing out an outline for all three books. And the fourth book is actually a collection of short stories based on the minor characters, because when I read a book, I fall in love with some of the minor characters and I want to know more about that person. So I want to give that candy to the people, because since a lot of these characters are based off of real people, I want to tell those stories too. So thank you for the question.
It's very nice.
Anything else, or do I talk about what's next? Oh,
I just put that up there. If
gotcha.
anybody's got any other questions, I can put that up there. But
it's really difficult for me to see. Okay.
Oh, wait.
What is
I have another question. I'm sorry. All right. So Dawn says, I wanted to let you know how good your book is. I was a bit hesitant at first to start reading due to some of the topics and the time frame covered, but you covered them very thoughtfully and very respectfully.
Dawn, that means a lot. And there's a little bit of a backstory behind that I feel is important. When you are talking about essay, when you're talking about DV, when you're talking about somebody who is a person with a disability, you have to be sensitive and you have to educate yourself. I have a child who is genderqueer, and we have read when they were in school, in high school, a lot of bad YA literature featuring trans characters where you could tell the person did zero research, but still wanted the ally pat in the back for doing shitty work. It is painful to hear that there might be a story that is a reflection of you, but is from a broken mirror. And I did not want to do that. So with the character Jenny, who is profoundly deaf, I worked with a lot of people in the deaf community to figure out how do we write ASL? How do we avoid bad tropes? How do we represent correctly? And when it came to SA and DV, I have my experiences, and these women that I knew had their experiences, but I wanted to make sure we didn't do harm to survivors. So I incorporated people who are experts in SA, DV, and an ER trauma nurse who has seen it all. Help me vet that stuff between the second and the third draft to make sure that people who are survivors feel seen, heard, and believed, and not with more trauma. And just a quick instance of that, there is a scene where there is violence committed against a woman, but you don't actually see it. You see the aftermath. And that was critical. And that was advice given to me by somebody who was an expert in the field. Hey, you can show the aftermath, but let's not get into the actual event. People can know that. And so thank you. That means a lot. It lets me know that I didn't hurt you, and that is the point.
One of the other things that I did want to point out is that as a publisher, I thought that it was important to make sure that we put some information in the front of the book about the content, just so that if you don't know where to turn or you need some help, there's some resources that are available to you.
I love that that is in there. That's one of the first things, obviously, one of the first things I noticed when I opened the book was that was in there. And I think bravo for putting that in.
That is so much more critical than just a content advisory. If somebody is living in a situation where they are a victim of domestic violence or a controlling partner, that person is tracking their social media, and those memes saying, here's this hotline, here's that line, that stuff falls. But you've always got the book with you. And toxic men, most of them don't give a shit about books. Half of them can't read. I'm being facetious, but the thing is, this is under the cover. And if one person actually uses that number, motherfucker, we've done a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I have one more question from Jennifer. Can you share any upcoming in-person appearances to promote your book?
Right now, I've got 2 coming up, and on my website, patgreenauthor.com, there's an events page. There's going to be more coming up soon. I just had to put everything off to the side while I worked on this launch and a couple other things. In August, I am going to be at the Louis Joliet Mall. I don't remember the exact dates. I'm going to be tabling there with the craft vendors. This is a proof of concept with me and the event coordinator to see if we can move enough to get me into Fox Valley Mall where the book is set. So if it turns out to be a success in August, then in September, I'll still be at Louis Joliet Mall in Joliet, but I'm also going to be in Fox Valley Mall in Aurora. So fingers crossed, bring a friend. And then in November, again, I don't remember the dates, but a couple weeks before the other thing I'm going to talk about happens, I'm going to be at the largest book fair in central Illinois in Peoria. There's going to be a couple New York Times bestseller authors there. There's going to be me. There's going to be several other people. It's sort of, for those who are from Chicago that know about Printers Row, it's sort of central Illinois' Printer Row. And I really want to give a shout out to the Peoria Book Rack for making me aware of this and helping me get favorable pricing for a table there. It gave me a foot in the door. So those are the 2 I've got coming up. My events page will cover more as they come. I've got a couple irons in the fire.
Very nice. Let's see. So John does say that the Louis Joliet one is the August 16th and 17th.
That would be it. I will take your word for it.
Yeah.
I have
oh, go ahead.
I was just about to say, I have the attention span right now of a squirrel that just did a rail of Coke.
Well, you did have that Orange Julius, so.
Yeah.
2.
Oh, no.
2. Very nice.
So what's next?
Okay. What's next is, as I said, this is a series. I am done with the first draft and working on the second draft of the second book called Hearts of Glass, Fade Away, and Radiate. Now, what this one deals with is this one really deals with those trauma triggers, because what we don't see in books is we have they lived happily ever after, they get together, they beat the bad guys. But what happens next? You have those of us who are survivors, you know that you've got a lifetime of trauma. What does it mean to have those triggers? What does it do to your friendships? What does it do to your relationships? And how does that found family get you through all that shit? Just a little thing that I want to say there before I close out on that point. It's not on accident that this was done in a mall. because in the 80s during Reaganomics, the biggest symbolism of capitalism incarnate is the shopping mall. And one of the bad guys in the first book is religion. So they are surrounded by religion. They are surrounded by capitalism, and it doesn't resolve any of their problems. As a matter of fact, it exasperates them. It is that found family. It is that each other that gets us through that. And we're going to have to continue that journey, because after we go through the shit, even though it's over, we're still going through it. So that book will be releasing Black Friday. It's a firm release date. We're going to hit that mark. I'm making it happen. I was behind schedule for a while, but last month I wrote 42,000 words in 1 month, which is crazy, but I got it back on track. So that is what's coming next. And that's going to dovetail into what Jen has to say.
I'm going to do the narration for it, which I can't wait.
Yay! Excellent.
She has gotten a sneak peek to some of the chapters that not even Tawn has been seeing.
Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Very cool. I have a couple things coming up as well. The first is we'll be working with Stevie B's online for their, where the heck is the file? All right, well, I can't find the file, but I did have an image of the cover. It's called What is a Safe Space? And it's a lovely children's book. It's adorable, and I can't wait to bring that to you. One of the other things that we're working on for this fall is Alexa's, and I'm going to pronounce it incorrect, Alexa Cherokee. Her children's book, Buford's Purposeful Day, is what I'm working on coming up soon. And the thing about this is that it's the proceeds go to Beacon of Hope and Healing, which is what she has created as a way to help out families of veterans that have PTSD. So it's important for me to be able to give back to the community as well. So that's what we're working on for her, with her. And then, oh, let me remove that. And, oh, and finally, I have my proof copy of Darkling Drake that is coming out August 7th. Or you can pre-order through August 7th at my website. And I think I can put that up there. Boop. You can pre-order it through August 7th. And then August 8th, I will be doing the, sending out all the signed copies. And I'm very excited. So I think that's all I've got going on.
Before we sign off, there's a couple other things I want to say. First off, in regards to Buford's Purposeful Day, I sat down for dinner with Alexa and her mother, and we had an amazing conversation. This is a phenomenal woman who is going to be a world changer. She's coming to Chicago to attend university over here at a very prestigious university, and we're going to be working together with domestic shelters and other spaces like that for her to be able to bring some hope and healing to some people. And we're going to be learning from each other. It's fun being that generational thing of being a model in the 70s and 80s, working with a model and a pageant queen now. It's a lot of fun to compare, contrast, but this is a remarkable young person. Now, the final thing that I want to say, this is to those of you who are here. I don't know how many people are here. I know it's not many, and that's okay. I am so grateful that you're here, and I've got one big ask of you. And I don't, if you need me to name a house plant after you, if you need me to sacrifice a Republican in your honor, I will be happy to do any of those things.
I want in on that action, just so we're clear.
No, you're my alibi now that I put it out there. But anyway,
I got bail money. We're good.
The other thing is this. If you read it, if you listen to it, share it, tell people about it, give it a review, let people know that this exists. This is not just about selling books. 10 years ago, when I wrote my last novel, that's all I was about. This is a work of love, and it's something that I want to give to people who are like me and like these women, survivors, a piece of hope, a moment that you were seen, a moment that you were believed, and an inspiration to help us think and behave differently. And I'm going to close out with a story about that. One of my first reviews from a man came from Amazon UK. So a guy in London had this revelation moment where he said, this book is about what happens when crimes are committed against women and no one believes them. And then he spoke about the book. And then at the end, he goes, this is a book that everybody who has a daughter or a niece needs to give to them. Now, in his world, he realized that this is something that women experience, victims experience every single day. It finally got through to him because he got to see it through a young man's eyes who was bold enough to care, give a shit. Ford is not a hero because he solves anything. Ford is not a hero because he saves the day like a Lifetime movie character. Ford is a hero because he holds space. He believes, he listens, and in that holding space, the women get to give their narrative. They get to tell their stories. This is an important thing. I'm never going to write a self-help book. I used to be a minister. I gave that up for Lent. Being a guru is fucking stupid, but this matters. So please help me get the word out. It would mean a lot. And that's all I got. Thank you so much for being you. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey. And thank you so much for taking an hour and a half out of your life. 90 minutes is significant. Time is not a renewable resource, and you invested it with us here tonight. And that means a lot to me, and I don't take it lightly. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to end the stream now. Thank you so much for joining us, and make sure that you like and subscribe and follow and all that good stuff. Take care.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.